Hello guys, please listen to this interview, then I will later come back and make some certain comments. Thank you.
So tell me now, like, do you see like it's more better to rent an apartment than to start paying for a mortgage?
To me, I am not into property because I don't have that plan of buying property. In fact, maybe that is why I can't talk about it much. But to me, I don't see it to be more profitable because here, everything is on taxes. You buy, you pay tax. Why it is your own? You keep on paying tax annually on those properties. Now, think about your old age. Maybe you are old and a foreigner. There are times maybe you don't have enough money to be maintaining those properties, or maybe you're on pension. Now, some of those properties you'll be paying the tax annually. If you don't pay those taxes, no matter even if you have paid the property, you have paid completely, then with those parts, the many years it accumulates. You understand? What they call agencia de discussion, which is people that draws credit, they might come and get hold of the building because of those many years of taxes that you have never paid. So this is why here is very very it functions two ways. So even if you buy with your money, the property is still theirs because you continue paying the taxes of those things you bought. So it's like they give you with this and then collect with the other one.
Permit me to ask you, like, how long you've been here?
I've been here for 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
So meaning that for that 25 years you've been renting an apartment,
Yes, I've been renting an apartment for the 25 years.
and you think it's the best idea?
Now, this is the way some people think and talk here in Italy. First of all, if you have a house here in Italy, you don't pay tax. You only pay tax in the very first time when you are buying that house at the notario office. You just pay like 2% of the total cost of the house. So if the house is 100,000, you just pay 2,000 euros. You are supposed to pay 9%, but the government said if you are buying your first house, we'll bring down the price. You just pay 2%. So that is the only tax you pay. So if you are staying in that house and you have residence in that house, you don't pay any tax. Go and ask people that have bought house here in Italy. You don't pay yearly tax. You only pay tax. It is called IMU. If you now have more than one house, if you now have more than one property, then you'll be paying tax for the other property. They call it IMU. So if you have three property, maybe you have three houses here, you'll be paying tax for the many two. If you have four, you'll be paying tax for the many three. But the one that you are staying, you don't pay tax from it. So that is what a lot of people normally think. So based on that, I just observe that you don't actually understand how these things actually work. And there's one thing I also observe about a lot of people here in Italy. When they don't have the capacity to achieve some certain things, they begin to talk negative about it. So with time I've come to understand that when you talk about buying of house here, doing one or two things here abroad, so people come after you, so people begin to comment negatively. I just discovered that it is because 90% of those people don't have the requirement, don't have the ability to achieve that thing. So because they don't have the ability, they begin to talk against it. It's just like 10% that have the ability but have decided not to buy a house here or do one or two things because of their personal reasons. But the 90%, they would have loved to also do the same thing that you are doing and buying a house, buying a one or two things here. But because they don't have the capacity, they begin to begin to talk negatively about it. Now, last month, February, I helped a man to sell his apartment here for about 92,000 euros. This man bought this apartment 27 years ago, and he actually finished paying for the apartment 2 years ago. So the man relocated to Nigeria, wanted to go back to Nigeria finally. He has relocated to Nigeria for the past 5 years now. So they said he has checked the Nigeria system, he cannot cope. So he wants to go back to UK. So the man relocated to UK. So he wanted to buy a house in UK. So he decided to come and sell the one he have here in Italy. That was when he contacted me around December. So I was able to link him up with my agent and all that. So we sold the house for about 92,000 euros here in Italy. And that money, the money is with him now. So I wish you also bought a house 25 years ago. By now, you might have finished paying for that house. So a lot of people that bought houses 25 years ago, they finished paying their house. So for that 25 years ago, you have been paying house rent, while some people that are smarter and wiser, they've been paying mortgage. As of today, some of them they are finished paying, but you are still paying house rent. Those people, they are living in their house free of charge. They can decide to relocate. That does not stop you from relocating to Africa. So they can relocate to Africa and put tenant in that house, and tenant will be paying them 500, 600, 700, depending on the type of house and depending on the location. Just imagine you relocate to Africa. It will even make it easier for you to relocate to Africa if you have a house here. Why? Because you know if you go to Africa, there will be money coming to you constantly outside your pension or your minimal pension. Somebody is paying 500 every month or 700 every month, and you are in Nigeria. That's a very big money. You understand? Now you did not buy a house. If you now want to relocate to Nigeria, what are you now going to relocate with? So you can probably also sell the house, take 100,000 and go back to your country. So those of you that keep talking negatively about don't buy house here, government will do the government, is because you don't have the capacity. Let's be truthful to ourselves. We know some of all these things. So nobody is pressurizing anybody to buy a house or buy any property here. If you feel Nigeria is better for you, just keep investing in Nigeria. But in my own candid advice, I will advise you to see how you can strike a balance. Some of us might relocate back to Nigeria when we are old and discover that staying in Nigeria is very difficult. You might decide to come back, but when you don't have anything here, you are left with no choice. So those of us that have lived most of our life in Europe, it is advisable for you to do something here and also do something in Nigeria. Doing something in Nigeria is very important, but also see if you can do something here so that you just strike this balance. If this one did not work, this one will work. Even if you finally go to Nigeria, house rent can still be coming from here for you to sustain yourself. Tomorrow, your children can decide to sell the house. Tomorrow, your children can decide to stay in the house. Tomorrow, if you want to also come back again to Europe for medical treatment, it becomes very easy for you to also come back to Europe. That is my own candid advice. But when you say you'll be paying tax for the houses, I just feel I should come and do clarification that you don't pay tax if you buy your very first house and you have residents in that house here in Italy. Make sure you share this video so that you get to as many people as possible. And don't forget to use TapTapSend. That happens to be the best app everybody are using to send money now to Nigeria. TapTapSend, if you put my promo code Heroes TV, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. And to send money using TapTapSend is free of charge. You can get TapTapSend from Apple Store or from Play Store. Thank you and God bless you.